Hi everyone, in this video we are going to learn the types of series questions that are frequently asked in the examinations. So in the examination point of view, these kinds of questions are repeatedly asking nowadays, and SSC and other kinds of competitive exam have reformed a lot, and these kind of serious questions and board mass simplification questions are repeatedly asking rather than the age-old profit and loss, time and work questions. So we can move on to the video. So we can move on to the first question. So 1 by 5 into 6 plus 1 by 6 into 7 plus 1 by 7 into 8 until 1 by 24 into 25. So how can we solve these kinds of questions? There's a formula. There's an easy formula to solve any kind of questions like this. 1 divided by the difference between these numbers. So difference, it is a common formula. 1 by difference into x1. x1 means the first number of the series minus xn. Xn is the last digit of the series. So applying this formula here, it would be 1 by the difference between 5 and 6 would be 1 into x1. x1 would be 1 by 5 minus xn, 1 by 25. So how can we solve this question? So 1 by 1 would be 1 into how can we easily minus subtract these numbers? 25 into 1 would be 25, right? 25 here, minus 5 into 1 would be 5, and divide it by the product of these numbers. 5 into 25 would be 125. So it is equal to 1 into any number is 1 itself. So 20 divided by 125. So 1 into any number would be that same number, 20 divided by 125. We can simplify this number. 20 would go in 5 in 4 times, and 5 in 125 would go in 25 times. So 4 by 25 would be the answer. 4 by 25, we can even simplify it further. 4 by 25, by just multiplying the denominator and numerator with the 4, we would get 16 by 100. 16 by 100 would be 0.16. By just placing two decimal points and placing a dot, we would get this answer. 4 by 25 is also 0.16. if we divide it 25, so 4, when we divide it, we would get 0.16. So we can move on to the next question. 1 divided by 1 into 4 plus 1 divided by 4 into 7 and up to 1 divided by 13 into 16. So by applying the formula, how can we do it? We want to first write 1 divided by, take the difference. 1 and 4, that would be the difference of 3 into x1. x1 would be 1 divided by 1 minus xn. xn would be 1 divided by 16. So 1 divided by 3 into 16 minus 1 divided by 16. 16 minus 1 divided by 16 would be 15 divided by 16. 16 into 1 would be 16, minus 1 into 1 would be 1, divided by 1 into 16 would be 16. So 16 minus 1 would be 15. Is equal to, we can cut the cross digits. So 3 would go in 1 time, and 15 would go in 5 times in 3. So 5 by 16 would be the answer. We can just further simplify it if needed. If necessary, we can further divide it, but 5 by 16 is the answer. So we can move on to a last and final question, and a little bit tricky one. So 1 by 15 plus 1 by 35 plus 1 by 63 1 plus 1 by 99 to 1 by 143. So you would just ask, there is no series like 1 by 1 into 4 or 3 into 4. There is no sequence like that. Then how can we just solve through this method, through this difference? But when we closely look, 1 divided by 15 is a combination of 15 is a combination of 3 into 5. So, and the next one, 35 is a combination of 5 into 7. Likewise, when we just get that pattern, we can just write it 3 to 5, and then next would be 7. We all know that. Plus 1 by 43 would be 1 up to 1 divided by 11 into 13. So how can we do it? 1 divided by what would be the difference? 3 and 5, that would be difference of 2 into 1 by the first term would be 3 minus the last term would be 13. So when we do it, we would get the answer 1 by 2 into 13. 13 into 1 would be 13, minus 3 into 1 would be 1. 3 into 1 would be 3, divided by 13 into 3 would be 39. So that would be 1 divided by 2 into 10 by 39. So we can cross multiply and cut these numbers. 2 would go in 1 time and 10 would go in 5 times into. So 5 divided by 39 would be the answer. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please share it with your friends, and thank you.